everybody, it's Michelle, and today I've got for you a mat Pilates HIIT style workout. So we're going to do some mat exercises, some standing body weight exercises, get a little bit of cardio in, and we'll be doing them in circuits. So we'll do circuits of 4 exercises. We'll do 45 seconds of moving, rest for 15 seconds, and then repeat those circuits twice through, and we'll do 3 different circuits total. Okay? So let's get a little warm up and then we'll dive right into the first circuit. Okay, so come up to standing on your mat. You don't need any extra props, just you. Stand up tall. Start just rolling your shoulders back. Yeah, so kind of start unlocking your knees. Start taking some big focused breaths in and out. Good. Now as you're rolling your shoulders back, let's start to add a little bend of the knees. So a little softening and stretching. Good. Now start to also circle your arms. So when the knees get long, reach up and back and down. Big circle. Yeah, you don't have to think too hard about it. Let your arms kind of swing freely on the way down. Now let's do one arm at a time. Let the other hand just kind of rest on your thigh and also twist on the way up and back. Yes, so watch the hand as it goes. Soften the knees as it goes to the floor. Yeah, just getting the whole body moving. And let's do the other side. So we swing down and circle up and back. Very nice. Do that 2 more times, allowing the spine to twist and follow the arm. All right, now stand up tall, place the hands behind the head, take a breath in, extend the spine, press your head into the fingertips and look up towards the sky. And then exhale, flex your spine, soften your knees, and round over your legs. Do that again. Breathe in and look up. Feel like your neck is staying super strong all throughout. So your chin should never touch your chest. You want to feel active pressure into the fingertips with the head. Do that one more time. Very good. Now, step your feet a little bit wider. Twist over towards one leg. Nod your chin and take a nice sequence through the spine over that one leg. Good. Once you reach the bottom, you're going to reverse that. Tuck from your tail first to roll up to standing. Other side. Twist. Drop the chin. Keep your hips pretty well squared to the front. See if you can feel a stretch up the one side of the spine and then come up tall. Let's do that one more time to each side. Good. Feel those abdominals drawing up into the spine. Good. And we'll do that one last time. This time, once we get to the bottom, release your hands and just hang in the center of both feet and take turns bending one knee at a time and just kind of shift your weight from side to side. Very good. All right, now pause in the middle and let's take 3 big deep bends of both knees. Try to get your torso closer to your thighs every time your knees bend. Now on your last one, have that bend of your knees help you to roll all the way up tall. All right. Okay, so now that we're sufficiently warmed up, I hope, let's come on down to the mat. You're going to get to your all fours. All right, now reach one arm out to a T. Feel strong and square with your hips and shoulders. Now soften your bottom elbow and thread that reaching arm beneath the opposite side. And then as you come back up, just set the hand on the mat. Do the other side. Reach open first, thread the needle, try to keep the shoulder off the floor as you twist, and then set the hand down. Yeah, so we find the reach. We twist beneath, and then we come back in. Yes, so typically when we do this, we'll put our shoulder on the floor and turn it into more of a stretch. But since we're not resting on the ground, this is more of an active movement for the abdominals and the shoulders. Yeah, so the obliques support us as we go down and then initiate that return. Yeah, let's do that 2 more times. The more weight that's in your hands, the more you're going to feel this. And then set your hands down. So nice. All right, now come down onto your backs. We're gonna work the back of the body a little bit. So we're gonna do kind of a shoulder bridge variation. So arms are down. We're gonna pop the hips up to the ceiling into a bridge and lift one leg up to the ceiling. Now stay with your hips, lower and lift the leg one time, bend your knee and put the hips down. So all together, the leg and the hips go up, the leg drops and lifts by itself, and then everything returns together. Yeah, one, lower, two, lift, and drop. If you want to get a little leg action going with the ankle, you can flex the foot as it drops down, point it on the lift up. Totally optional, yeah? Keep the hip bones nice and level with each other. Okay, whew. Let's do 2 more times. You slow this down as needed or speed it up to get a little more challenge. And then come on down. So good. All right, little rest. As we're resting, we're going to think about getting our legs up to the ceiling, tuck into an imprint with your spine, and sneak your thumbs under your cheeks. Now you're going to drop one leg into a scissor as you exhale, and then inhale, bring it back up. Yeah, so it's a drop of one leg, the other leg stays put. Feel your hands driving into the mat. Now, even though your elbows are down, try to keep your collarbones open wide. Okay, now optional if you'd like, when that one leg lowers, nod your chin and round your upper back off of the floor and then lay back down. And you can get up pretty high because of how we've got our elbows, probably a little higher than we normally can. All right, let's do 2 more times. Now, if you'd like, after your last one, hold up there and stay and do a few extra fast scissors, staying up if you can. 3, 2, 1, and then lay yourself all the way down. Whew. So good. All right, last one in the circuit, and then we'll start it over. Lift your legs to tabletop. You can be neutral or imprint through your spine. Hands behind the head. Okay, we're going to start with the easiest version and build our way up. And then the second time, you can choose where you want to start. So we're going to alternate going into some oblique work. We're going to flex up and twist towards one leg and then lay back down. So leaving your legs tabletop is one choice. Other choice is to straighten one leg on the twist. So I like to straighten the same leg the leg that I'm twisting away from, if that makes sense. We want to rotate towards the bent leg. Okay, now the slightly more challenging version would be to start with your leg straight and just bend the one that you're twisting towards and then go back to straight. I bend and twist and end up with 2 straight legs. So that's so much harder because we have to hold the legs straight together. Last one. And then come on down. Amazing. All right, so roll yourself over and then come back onto your hands and your knees and we'll start again. Okay, so all fours, reach one arm open to the side, get as deep of a twist as you can without the shoulder touching, and then return. So I reach, I thread, and then just replace the hand as I come back up. Under and return. So good. A few more times. Maybe you can start to smooth this together a little quicker since we already know what we're doing. Yes, more weight in the hands is more challenge through the abs and the arms. So good. Almost done. Couple more times. That's it. Feel those obliques shortening to reach you under and then return you back up. Last 2. And then last one. Whew. Very nice. All right, down to your backs for our little shoulder bridge action. So knees are bent, feet are flat, neutral spine. You're going to pop your hips up all at one time and reach a leg up. Drop the leg forward and up, foot and hips down together. So we lift, we lower, lift, replace. So 4 movements. Yes, you can be flexing and pointing the foot if you want that ankle action. If that's too much to think about, then just leave it in one position the whole time. Yes, push hard into the backs of the arms. So good. Wide through your chest. Almost done. Find your pace. Once you get comfortable with it, try to push it a little bit. Yeah? Whew. Let's do one last time. Keep the hips that same height off the ground as the leg lowers. And then come on down. Amazing. All right, let's go into our scissors. So the legs are going to reach up, tuck under through your low back, sneak your hands under the sides of your hips. Okay, drop and lift one leg at a time without losing this nice tuck under in the lower back. Okay, option 2, curl up and then lower back down. Yes. Take your time, nice and slow. So we're spending lots of time in these positions. Good. Allow those shoulders to round, drawing you forward. That's it. You can always eliminate the lift of the head, of course. Okay, a few more. And then if you'd like, we're going to stay up and go faster legs, keeping your shoulders up as fast as you can. 3, 2, 1, and then lay all the way down. Whew. All right, now into our obliques. Pick which version you liked best from last time. I'll show them all again, but you're welcome to start at whichever one you like. So hands back, the movement of the upper body is the same, no matter what. I rotate towards one side, so opposite elbow to knee. Okay, now start to extend one leg. You'll end up still twisting towards the bent leg as the other leg reaches long. Okay, so those are the two. Now, the most challenging version, your legs might have to lift a little higher. They'll both start straight as your head is back in the center, and then one will bend to help you twist. Inhale, exhale. Yes, so different coordination, not what we're used to. So slow down till you get with it, and then you can speed it up. Last two, and last one. Whew, so good. All right, put your feet down, roll yourself over, and come on up. So good. Okay, let's come down to our stomachs for our next circuit. So we're going to start lying prone, working on the back of the body. So you're going to bend your knees turned out like a frog, heels together, feet looking at the ceiling, head resting on your hands. Now, squeeze the heels as tightly together as you can, and you're going to lift your thighs, your arms, and your spine up off the ground, and then lower everything back down. Do that again. Think of drawing the abs up, squeezing your glutes, lifting as much of those thighs off as you can, and then come back down. So we're getting hip extension in the lower body, spinal extension through the upper body. Yes. Do that a few more times. As those legs lift, try to increase that tight squeeze through the heels. Yeah, let's do that a couple more times. You can, of course, eliminate one or the other. You can just lift the thighs or just lift the upper body. Let's do 3 more here. So good. Try to draw the abs up slightly so that we kind of even out that extension through the spine. Last one. And then rest all the way down. Good. Okay, second exercise, we're just going to build onto this one. Okay, so it'll start the same way. Exhale to get ready. Inhale, hover the arms and the thighs. Now stay here with your spine and just lengthen your hands and feet away from each other to an X shape. Bring them back and then lower down. Yes, so I lift, I detach my hands and my feet, reach out to an X, bring them back together, and then drop down. So that's challenging. We have to hold this position for a lot longer and stay stable as those limbs are moving. Yes. Now again, you could keep your head down and just do the lower body portion, or keep your legs down and just do the upper body portion. Yes? Do whatever works best for you. We'll do 2 more times. Whew. One last time. Up, out, in, and down. Whew. Awesome. All right, push yourself back to your heels. And now we're going to come up to standing. Okay? So feet together. We're going to take the hands to center, palm to palm. You're going to step out to one side to a side lunge, hands pressing tight together. Twist towards your bent leg, return, and step together. So I side lunge, I twist, untwist, and step. One. Now lots of pressure, like your bottom hand is pressing the top hand and it doesn't want to go. So good. Now you can start to do a little quicker. So by the time your foot lands in your side lunge, you're already twisted. Whew, that's a little trickier. You decide. So segmented in 4 or smoothed into 2 movements. Good. One more on either side. And then come all the way up. Whew. All right. Next, we're going to go into a squat. So hands together. Again, if you'd like, we're going to squat with 2 pulses. So we go down, down, and then stand up and drop the arms. That would be one choice, just to simply stand and squeeze your triceps. Another choice would be to go to a heel raise. 1, 2, heels off the floor. Third choice would be to jump. 1, 2, jump. 1, 2. Now, it doesn't have to be a big jump. You could leave the floor for just like a millisecond, even with your knees staying a little soft. You do what's best for your body today. You decide. We'll go for a little bit longer, almost done. Whew. Let's do 4 more. Get a little lower for the last 3. Drop lower. 2, drop lower. 1, drop lower. And then stand up tall. Awesome, you guys. All right, come back down to our stomachs. Cross your hands, heels together, knees wide. Here we go. Inhale, press and lift away from the mat, and then exhale to lower. Remembering the options we've got here. Yes, we can leave the arms and just work with the lower body, or just lift the upper body. Yes, even just squeezing the heels together, you're going to feel the backs of the legs and the inner thighs like crazy. Yes. All right, let's do 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. And then last 1. And then come on down. All right, you guys, adding on with the arm and leg extension, okay? Either doing the whole shebang or just the upper or lower body. Ready? So think of pressing your hips into the floor, drawing your abs up. Yeah, we want to start with that little pull away from the ground. Here we go. Inhale to lift. Now everything stays, the elbows and knees. Extend. You return and then drop down. When your heels get back together, see if you can find that same deep squeeze before you return. Yes, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, by squeezing those heels, you should feel right where those glutes meet your hamstrings, really firing up. Very nice. Okay, let's do this 2 more times. Up, out, in, down, last one. And then return. Whew. Amazing. All right, come on up. Let's go into our side lunge with rotation. So feet all the way together, hands pressing at your sternum. Take the biggest step you can, bend the stepping knee, twist, return, and then come in. Twist, so starting segmented if you'd like. You can go faster and swifter if that works for you. So by the time that foot is down, you're already twisted. Think of your inner thighs engaging to find each other as you step back in. Now try to look upside down with that back elbow towards the ceiling. That's it. Almost done. Try to take a little bigger steps for our last few. To work a little harder to get back to the feet together. Last one. Woo, and then relax. So good. All right. Okay. Last one of this circuit. Double pulse, stand, heel raise, or jump, or try them all. Okay. Here we go. Standing tall. Think of getting even deeper on the second pulse. So I drop low, I drop a little lower and then stand. Down, down, up. And don't be afraid to get into a really deep squat. Do your best to keep your low back long and then just try to sit to the floor, okay? So maybe our heels are popping up. So make that kind of like a jump, even if you're not leaving the floor. Have that intention of getting up and down fast. And then if you're really jumping, obviously, we'll be actually jumping, hips go forward on the jump. Arms behind. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then relax. Oh my goodness. Awesome, you guys. Feel free to grab some water if you need it. And then we are going to come down onto our mats. We're going to do a little side lying exercise. So you have the choice to be down on your hip, up off of your hip, or with your bottom leg straight, okay? So let's try some of each. The leg and arm on the top are going to reach away from each other. They're going to start bending and stretching, and then kicking as if they're trying to touch in front of you and back. So elbow to knee, reach, fingers to toes. Doing that with as little movement in your spine as you can. Now, try lifting your bottom hip off of the ground. So we have less contact with the floor, posted up on that bottom shin. Now, the last choice would be for the bottom leg to be straight, puts a lot more weight into that shoulder. You could also eliminate the arm and use that hand on the floor. Okay, let's do 3 more. Make sure that bottom shoulder is driving away from ear. Last one. And then come on down. Amazing. Okay, come to a plank. Next, you can modify this on your knees. I'll show you that in a second. Step your feet slightly apart. Now, you're going to take one knee to elbow. It can be the same or the opposite, doesn't matter. Reach it back and kick it up, and then step on it. Other side. Elbow to knee, kick it up and back. Now do 2 push-ups with the feet down. 1, 2. And then we just repeat that. Elbow to knee and kick. Elbow to knee and kick. 2 push-ups. 1 and 2. Now, if you're doing this on your knees, everything is the same. Elbow to knee, kick back, 2 push-ups. Now, if you're on your knees, you'll want to go to the same elbow. Can't really go to opposite elbow so easily. Okay, hips forward if you can. Last 2 push-ups. And then relax. Whew. All right, you guys, come on up. Okay. We're going to do another squat exercise with a little lower body twist. So step wide, squat down. Now, you can either step or jump. If you're jumping, you're going to jump your feet together and do like a washing machine, kind of elbows to one side, knees to the other, jump back wide. Alternate. So twist and jump. Twist, jump. Now, if jumping isn't for you, step one foot to the other and twist down. So you'll alternate stepping onto one foot, twisting the opposite knee across, and your arms obviously go in opposition to the knee. Yes? If you're jumping, you can think of going fast to come in, slow to go out. Quick, slow. Quick, slow. Last 2. Last 1. Whew. Okay. Last one, and then we'll do that all over again. Okay. So step your feet staggered, super far apart, front to back, hip width apart. Now, your back heel is never going to touch the floor. Squeeze your back thigh. Now, bend both of your knees. Back knee almost touches the floor. Stand up. Now bend only your front knee. Lean and return. So we bend both and stretch. Now my back stays in line with my back leg. Yes. So when my front knee bends, I just happen to tip forward because I'm keeping that same relationship with my spine and leg. So good. So make sure you're not dropping your spine forward unnecessarily. That's not what we want to do. It's like our back is strapped to a board and there's just a slight lean. Okay, now we're going to end with some pulses here with bent knees, up and down. Drop as low as you can, chest tall. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then stand up. Whew. Amazing. All right, come down to the mat, and we'll do that all on the other side. So either with hip and knee down, hip up, or leg off. So here we go. On your new side, I'm going to start with my hip up, bend and stretch, kick front to back. If that kicking leg has to be a little bit bent, no big deal. Okay? You can start to progress to a new position if you'd like. Yes, listen to your body. Good. Try to keep everything still except that top leg and arm. Last 2. Chin back, last 1. And then rest your body down. Okay, now we plank. This one is exactly the same as last time. So either pick to be on your feet or on your knees. The wider your feet are apart, the more support you'll have from your lower body. So you decide. Here we go. We do elbow to knee, kick back on both sides, and then we do 2 push-ups. Doesn't matter how big the push-ups are, just do them. Now you can bring your knee across to the opposite side if you're up on your feet. Down. So good. Keep it going. You find a pace that works for you. You want to be pushing it a little bit, but you don't want to feel like you're chasing after it. Okay? Knee, kick, and then 2 bends. So good. We'll do one more set. Remembering you can be on your knees for some or all of this. 2 push-ups. And then sit back. So good. All right, stand up. My goodness, this has gone by fast. Now come up, and we'll do our last 2 exercises, okay? So big wide squat, drop down, either step to one side, twist, and step back. So the foot that's moving, that's the twisting leg, and my elbows go the opposite direction, or everything jumps to center, and both knees twist, opposite of the elbows. Twist, twist, twist. So good. Keep going. Pace yourself. It's all good to push it and then scale it back a little bit. All right. So close, you guys. Try to drop a little deeper into your squat. Ankles tight. Get as deep of a twist as you can. Last 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Okay, now we just need to do the opposite leg forward than last time. Okay, so new foot front, new foot back. The bigger you spread front to back, the better. Okay, be hip width apart, hands wherever you'd like. Bend both knees, straighten. Now just bend your front knee. So this back thigh and my spine stay lined up the whole time. So they're vertical with each other and then slightly hinged. Yes, so the both knees bent. You'll probably feel your back thigh a little more. The one knee bending, you might feel your front glute a little bit more. Yes. Okay, slow your breathing down. If it got away from you, try to close your mouth when you inhale. That's a good way to kind of bring your breath back down. 2 more, and then we're going to pulse, and then we're going to be done. So that's exciting. Now pause with both your legs bent. Do small, little pulses, dropping low, low. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then stand all the way up. All right, shake your legs out. Take a little walk around your mat. Close your mouth. Take a few nice breaths. All right. Okay, once you've paced about for a second, we're going to do a little cool down, and then we'll be done. with our cardio Pilates, okay? So sit down on your mat once you feel ready. Feel free to grab a sip of water. Put the soles of your feet together. Sit up tall. Bring the heels as close to your sitting bones as you can. All right, now just sit tall. Rest your fingertips on the floor. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, pretend like somebody's grabbing your fingertips, pulling them forward, and you just drop into whatever fold you feel comfortable with. Now, once you get there, hold it and breathe. And then on your exhale, sit back up tall. Good. Inhale tall. Exhale, feel those abs compressing as you fold forward. Stay at the bottom and take an inhale. And then exhale to roll back. Good. Do that one more time. So kind of coming back to our breath and doing some deliberate breathing with the movement can kind of help slow that breath rate down a little bit. Whew. So good. All right, now take both of your hands, rotate over one knee, place your hands on the ground. Now it's okay if one hand is in front of your shin or if it can get all the way behind your knee. You decide. I'm going to do one in front of my shin and one behind my thigh, and then I'm just going to fold over that one leg. Yes. Now once you get there, if you'd like, you can feel like you're trying to push your mat away from you with your hands. Shift your weight into your back hip and you'll feel a nice stretch on this back and side into that QL muscle. All right, and then we'll do the other side. So now new hand is behind the thigh, other one across the shin, fold over the leg. And if that's enough stretch, then just stay here. Or you can try to shove the mat away from you with your hands. Sit heavier on your back hip and try to breathe into that back space. And then sit up tall. All right, let's do one last stretch together. So pull the knees in, slide one leg out straight, cross your other foot over to the outside of the thigh, and then just sit up tall. If that's not comfortable, keep it on the inside. Okay, grab your knee and just sit up as tall as you can. Now, whichever leg is crossed over, let go with that same hand and reach forward. Now, take a breath in, pull your bent knee towards you, sit taller, and try to rotate to look behind, and then exhale, come back. Do that 2 more times. So I'm grabbing and pulling, trying to smush my thigh to my ribs as I look back, and you can bend your back elbow if that helps you twist a little deeper. Do that one more time. Inhale, feel like you're spiraling up to go back. Whew. Okay, let's do that on the other side. So now reach your new leg straight, bend the opposite one, either inside or on the opposite side. Opposite side, you'll get a little deeper stretch. Okay, start by just grabbing with both hands, smashing your torso and thigh together, and breathing. All right, now take your arm forward, same arm as the crossed over leg. Inhale and twist. You can leave the arm straight or you can bend the elbow at the back. And then exhale to come forward. Do that again. Almost like you're in a trash compactor. That torso and thigh get smushed together. And then return. One more time, spiraling up. Whew. And then come back. All right, you guys, we did it. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like down below, leave a comment if you have any feedback or ideas for future videos. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and share this video with a friend. And I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.